Y'all need this tiny little purse for your little lady? We're going to use ours as a diaper bag. Let's go make it. I started with one piece that's 10 by 15 for the front. I quilted mine. You do not have to quilt yours if you don't want to, but if you want to, I want you to. And one piece that's 10 by 15 for the inside. And 2 pieces of ribbon. This is 1 inch gross grain ribbon, 10 inches long. The first thing I'm going to do is take my front piece and I'm going to fold it up. See that? Pretty side to pretty side. And I'm just going to sew down both sides. Then I'm going to take my piece for my lining. I'm going to fold it up the same way and I'm going to sew down both sides. But on one side of the lining, I'm going to leave a hole. I'm going to sew here and here, and I'm going to leave this open right here so I can turn it right side out. You can pin, clip, mark, whatever it is you want to do. I'm not, and y'all don't yell at me. I'm sewing this with a straight stitch and a 1/4 inch seam. I'm going to get my 1/4 inch seam by following the edge of my fabric with the edge of my presser foot. Do not look at your needle. I'm going to back stitch when I start and when I stop because my grandma said so.
I wish my grandmother were here today to see all the things that y'all are creating from the skill that she taught me. And I love that y'all are passing this skill on to the little people in your life. She would be so proud of me, and she would be so proud of each and every one of y'all.
Y'all know what I didn't do? Leave a hole. Just like I told y'all to. And I didn't do it. So here I am with my handy dandy seam ripper that Missouri Star Quilt Company sent us to use. It's almost like they've watched us sew. So we're going to take our lining and turn it right side out. Then we're going to take our handles. We're going to fold them up. Make sure they're not twisted, that they are flat, and put them anywhere you want them on your bag. My handles are 10 inches long and about 1.5 inches from the side seam of the bag. Then we're going to take our lining with our handles clipped on the outside. You see that? They're on the outside, not the inside, on the outside. And our lining is right side out. We're going to put our hand in it and we're going to put it down in the front part of our bag. So when we get it in here, we're going to have lining, handle, front part, pretty side to pretty side. The only thing we really want to do right here is to make sure our side seams are lined up. After I've made sure it's in there and it's flat, my side seams are lined up, then I'm just moving my clips to hold all 3 pieces, the lining, the handle, and the exterior of my bag. And then, easy peasy, y'all, we're gonna sew in one big circle and it's gonna be done. Well, not quite, but almost. 1/4 inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop, not looking at your needle, following the edge of your fabric with the edge of your presser foot.
I used some ribbon, but you can make your handles if you want to, and you can make them a touch longer. I made mine pretty short because my ladies are pretty small. And this bag is super easy to modify by just enlarging the fabric a little bit if you want it a little larger. But as always, however you make it, don't forget to email me a photo.
Ta-da! Now, we're going to take our hand, put it in our hole, and pull our bag through. Now, y'all know the drill. Push out your corners. Fingers, handy dandy tool, chopstick. Do not use your scissors. Y'all keep telling me y'all do it anyway, and it's a terrible idea. You will poke a hole in your project, and when you do, you'll be crying because you have a hole. I'll be crying because you didn't listen to me, and then everybody's crying. So let's just don't do it. Oh my goodness, y'all, it's so sweet. It is sweet, sweet. Now I'm gonna take my lining, find my hole, and I'm gonna close it up. So my diaper bag is fairly small, okay? I have little people. They're 3, and their Bible bags were smaller than this, and y'all saw them with those. So it's a good size for them. Actually, the Bible bags were about this same size. But y'all saw them, and it's a good size for them. If you have bigger people, you may want to make your bag a little bigger. All you have to do is just increase the size of your exterior and your interior lining fabric. I'm going to close my hole up. I'm going to push my lining down into my bag. And y'all, if your little people aren't into baby dolls, this will be a precious little purse for them. It's so cute. I'm going to fold it in and I'm going to top stitch all the way around. And by top stitch, I just mean a straight stitch. I'm just going to stitch a little closer to the edge than I normally would because it's usually the last finishing stitch on a project. And I'm going to show you something about your machine. Do you see this box right here that holds all your handy dandy tools? You slide it off without losing all your stuff and put it to the side. it makes this smaller so my bag will fit on there nicely. And then when you're done, you just slide it back on.
The little ladies spend one night a week with Papa, and every time they go, they have to pack a bag. And y'all, it is the most randomness. I saw one shoving into her bag one shoe, a half a banana, a baby doll pacifier, and a wadded up piece of paper. But if you ask her, she needed every single thing she put in that bag.
Oh my goodness gracious, look how stinking cute this is to hold all of our little baby supplies. I love it. Now, while you go make yours, I'm going to go make a second one. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.